My name is Ms Hinkins. I lead PSHE here at St George's, and I just wanted to talk you through a few of the changes to the PSHE curriculum that have been made by the government. And we are also going to be using a different scheme of work in our PSHE this year. It's called Jigsaw, and it's the mindful approach to PSHE. So I wanted to also introduce you to that. So what is PSHE? So PSHE stands for Personal, Social, Health and Emotional Education. And PSHE now includes RSHE, which stands for Relationships, Sex and Health Education. There are some aims of relationships education, sex education and health education in primary school. So the Department of Education guidance states that today's children and young people are growing up in an increasingly complex world and living their lives seamlessly on and offline. This presents many positive and exciting opportunities, but also challenges and risks. In this environment, children and young people need to know how to be safe and healthy and how to manage their academic, personal and social lives in a positive way. So this is the Department of Education acknowledging that children have grown up in a very different world to how lots of their parents did, and to how the world was when we last wrote the PSHE curriculum. This is why now PSHE is compulsory to teach in primary schools. It's to keep our children safe and to make sure that in this environment they know everything they need to be safe and healthy. So what must primary schools teach in relationships education, health education and sex education? So I'm just going to talk you through the different parts of that now. So firstly, relationships education is all about families, caring friendships, respectful relationships with peers, online relationships and being safe. So that's the relationships education part. Then the health education part includes mental well-being, first aid, internet safety and harms, physical fitness, healthy eating, drugs, alcohol and tobacco, and the changing adolescent body. The reason that changing adolescent body is included in health education as compulsory is to help Key Stage 2 children deal with the changes that their bodies will go through during puberty. And then the National Curriculum for Science also has a part to play because that includes learning the correct names for the main external body parts. It includes learning about the human body as it grows from birth to age and reproduction in some plants and animals, which does include human beings. And finally, the sex education part of PSHE. So what does that exactly entail in primary schools? The DFE have told us that it is up to primary schools to determine what is meant by sex education. So at St George's, we, like many other schools, have agreed that sex education means human reproduction, and therefore it will be taught within science. This will involve teaching children in Key Stage 2 about reproduction, and it will be scientific and age appropriate as outlined in the national curriculum. So it's no different from what we've taught for the last 6 years at St George's. I've just got a lovely quote here from the Church of England, Genesis. So the quote is, "All are made in the image of God and loved by God. Through the example of Jesus, all are called to live embodied, fulfilled human lives." And that's what's really underpinning our PSHE curriculum at St George's. As a Church of England school, it's really important to us. So I know lots of you will have seen in the press about the new curriculum and may have some worries. But relationships education in primary school is simply focusing on making sure that children know and understand what constitutes a healthy relationship, whether that be between families, friends, or parents. This means that they need to know that families care for each other, shouldn't hurt one another, that they love one another and make each other feel safe. The Church of England have also been clear that children all need to feel respected within their family, whatever their family looks like. Just like you can see on that picture there. There aren't many families in modern day Britain that look like this picture. Lots of us have step families, ethnically diverse families, and sometimes families with two mums or dads. Valuing all God's children states that it is important in our Christian community that all children, all of you and us, feel known, loved and valued. So the curriculum does not promote one specific way of living or a specific type of lifestyle, as all our lifestyles are different. And children learn about similarities and differences in physical appearances, personality types, and likes and dislikes, And they learn, just as Jesus teaches in the Bible, to love one another as I have loved you. The key focus for our PSHE lessons is to ensure that the children are being taught to be kind, respectful, trustworthy young people, so that they can become kind, respectful, and trustworthy young adults. So, just having a read of those quotes, we all know that our words have such impact, and our children need to learn this too. In PSHE, we make sure that children understand what constitutes bullying and abuse so that they can live safe, happy lives, and that they understand what is appropriate language and what is inspirational language to be using around each other. Children will be taught that saying words negatively that relate to someone's race, sexuality, or disability are unacceptable. So this is where Jigsaw comes in, which is our new approach to PSHE. Jigsaw is a mindful approach to PSHE. On the screen, there are the units of study in Jigsaw PSHE. So firstly is being me in my world, and all the children from from nursery all the way up to year 6 are studying being me in my world at the moment. So this is about a sense of belonging, welcoming others, building the positive and nurturing ethos of the school, being part of a school community, school council pupil voice, a learning charter, which is a collection of rules that establish respect within the classroom. That is what your child is currently learning about in PSHE. We will then move on to celebrating difference in autumn 2. Then in spring, we'll be doing dreams and goals and healthy me. In summer will be relationships and changing me. So I really hope this has helped you to understand the new PSHE and RSHE curriculum. But if you need any more information or have any questions, please just drop us an email. I've left the email address on the screen there. So if there are any questions at all, just drop them to us. If not, then we look forward to hearing from you in the future and hope that your children learn amazing things in this PSHE curriculum that we have. Hopefully you'll see the difference both with your children in school and out of school as well. All right, thank you very much for listening, everybody, and see you soon. Stay safe.